Fire is inherently dangerous. Do not attempt this as a young person or on your own.
Take precautions such as having fire suppression equipment,
like a fire extinguisher and water on hand, clearing the area of flammable materials, and getting appropriate permission from an adult before starting.
Okay, so in this video we're going to demonstrate how to use a ferro rod with a few different fuels. We've got, on the right, we've got a tiny piece of wood. We have some fresh cotton wool that's been pulled apart. Then we have some Vaseline, it's actually bacon fat, but it's completely soaked in tissue. And then we have some jute twine. What I'm going to use is a knife facing down, so as if we're sharpening the knife on the ferro rod. Now it's important when you try and light something that you actually put the tip of the ferro rod down onto what you're lighting. And you use the knife at an angle that it's actually like you're sharpening the knife off the blade rather than scraping it along the blade, which could damage the knife. Well, the first fuel that we're going to use is just complete vase wax. So this is Vaseline or paraffin soaked in tissue paper. You see, it's quite difficult. No matter what we do, it just will not light. It requires an evaporation process to get it going. Next one is a cotton ball that's been totally pulled apart. So it's really an open piece of cotton ball or cotton wool. You see that one? That one ignites straight away. A great igniter, cotton wool, when it's pulled apart. A cotton wool ball. Next one is a piece of just normal tissue paper or kitchen roll. Now if you fluff this up, you might have a bit more, you might actually get it working. And I've used tissue before, rather difficult. Now we'll just get a piece of, this is a wood shaving, or like a feather stick. See, that ignites as well quite readily. This is called jute twine. This is what we'd use when we're trying to light a fire with bow drill. You would use this within the start of your nest. Very effective fire lighter is jute. So this is cotton wool, tissue paper, tiny bit of jute got in there, and we're going to get a bit of our vase wax or Vaseline impregnated tissue here. This has pig's fat in it. It's from bacon grease from when you make bacon, so it's for free. And you'll see the wick effect, that it takes a little bit to get the vase wax going. There's the cotton wool has lit, then the paper lights behind it. Now we've got some heat from the paper, and then there's the ignition source of the fuel within the vase wax piece of paper or the Vaseline paper. Now I know some of you are going to want to see this done with the striker that comes with the ferro rod, and it is most times dependent which way you have around the striker, so it doesn't always work straight away. You need to, it's a bit more fiddly. If I had the option of a knife myself, I would use a knife. I just think you get a lot more purchase on it. It becomes safer in the end. Maybe not safer, but I find it a lot easier to use just the knife by itself. It's a lot more, what's the word for it? If it's something mission critical, I would use the knife. So that's the wood. I'm even going to use the back of a saw here, just to show another method. And that is cotton wool with no fuel. No fuel in the cotton wool. Just a pulled apart cotton ball. Again, we've got the vase wax. This one's been pulled apart a little bit. And there's no heat source to start the ignition process. You might get lucky with a ferro rod on this, but might get lucky isn't really enough. We need something that will ignite straight away. You can see the cotton wool and the jute twine again winning on this one. Not an awful lot of people will have jute twine, so that's why I'm sticking with the brand new cotton wool and some paper and some of the vase wax. These seem to be the most popular methods for a lot of people. And again, this is with the striker that comes with the I think it's called Fire Steel is the name of the manufacturer of that ferro rod. Fire Steel. I can definitely recommend that. I've had that for donkey's years. You can see it's really difficult to put out that vase wax fuel as well once it gets going.